This morning I woke up with a poem on my heart and rhymes on the brain. I had metaphors crawling on my skin and synonyms trying to do the same, but they got distracted by the wordplay. See, they wanted to have fun too, but by the nature of their creation, they did not have a clue, but listen, because I do. I've got hyperboles exploding like fireworks in my gut, simile. If these words are depicting the picture, you can call that imagery. But if these words flowing from my mouth, AKA the paint dripping from my paintbrush, isn't illustration enough, then just cut me open. Cut me open and see that the purpose God planted in me is rooted in poetry. So these veins don't just carry oxygen and blood from one organ to the next, but they carry oxymorons and juxtapositions because the man wants to see me fail. But I am success and I will continuously succeed. See, my heart creates beats that sets a cadence for others to follow. My pulse sets the tone because it's based on the one that atoned for my sins. See, I'm not perfect. Nah, I'm not perfect, but that does not remove the crown from my head. I am an educated black king, a poetic prince, a child of God, heir to the throne, so I walk with a purpose. I said I walk with a purpose. I've got a rhythm in my step, I've got a rhyme in my lean, I've got euphemism in my speech, I have poetry in my very being. My tongue is ready to spit off puns like a semi-automatic while my hand wields my pen, magic wand, call me Harry. Illusion. See, my scar is infected with allegories cut deep within my skin, and let's pretend that that did not just go over your head. But it's cool. See, it took me 7 years to understand, and there's still far more for me to comprehend, but this morning, I woke up and I realized that when God made poetry, he was thinking of me. Before I was a thought, before I was conceived, he knew my thoughts would be chaotic, and poetry would bring them under order, bring me healing, like my own emotional antibiotic. You see, poetry isn't just metaphors and words and fancy lines. Poetry is far more than stanzas and beautiful harmonic rhymes. See, poetry is a gift. One uniquely and strategically handcrafted and given to me to utilize as a tool, as I process through my emotions and express the brokenness of my heart, as I communicate with my Creator, even as the enemy tries to rip our relationship apart. See, poetry is my native tongue. My ideas and experiences blended together to form an orchestra of words. Most people speak in one note, saying simple phrases like, I love you. But when I write the song, I say, my love is bound to your soul, like your shadow is to your body. So as long as we stand in the presence of the sun, you will never have to question the existence of my love for you. I said poetry is my native tongue. My ideas and experiences blended together to form an orchestra of words. Most people speak in one note, saying simple phrases like, I love you. But when I write the song, it's a symphony. And I say phrases like, my love is bound to your soul, like your shadow is to your body. So as long as we stand in the presence of the sun, you will never have to question the existence of my love for you. life-giving, life-changing, and life-healing. So this morning, when I woke up with a poem on my heart and rhymes on the brain, I realized that poetry is the personification of God's ability to make beauty from the broken pieces. So anytime you're confused about poetry, just look at me.